life. stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on two separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
I'm about to cash a $50,000 check for an accident I was involved in over 5 months ago. The same.
Well, I guess we'll burn some time looking at some videos.
Which class is the best one for you in Path of Exile 2? With the early access for this new ARPG opening up on December 6th, I wanted to go over the available 6 classes, like the Agile Monk and the Witch with her army of undead, to help you pick the best one for your playstyle. Thanks to Path of Exile 2 for sponsoring the video. You can check out the game's early access on Steam, the Epic Games Store, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S via the special link in the video description. A quick housekeeping note regarding the footage, by the way. Some of it is from an older build, which gave you 5 potion flasks in your inventory. This was later changed to the 2 flask system, which looks like this, so that's what you'll see in early access.
Nice.
Just wanted to avoid any confusion. Before we get into the specific classes, it's good to note that Path of Exile 2's skill system is extremely versatile. In theory, any character can use any skill, and you can reach any part of the game's massive passive skill tree. Your choice of class simply determines your starting point. So if you find yourself torn between 2 classes, there's a high chance you can make a hybrid of the 2 work with some creative thinking. And while early access opens with 6 classes with 2 specialized ascension classes for each, the final release will have 12 fully developed classes and 3 ascensions for each, so there's a lot more to come. But let's dive into the first class that will be in early access, the Monk. These agile melee fighters use a quarterstaff as their main weapon, and most of their skills focus on the elements of lightning, ice, and wind. Monks also make use of a mechanic called power charges, where killing enemies with certain skills gives you a charge that empowers another skill. So the Killing Palm skill is a melee attack with a short dash that instantly kills any target at low health, which you can see thanks to this mark, to generate a power charge. If you then use the normally short-ranged lightning attack Falling Thunder, it consumes the charge to massively expand the area of effect. Another cool example of skill synergy is the Tempest Bell, which drops a massive, well, bell on the field that you can hit with attacks to cause powerful shockwaves. If you hit the bell with an elemental attack, the shockwaves will also become imbued with that element, so it synergizes nicely with any shock or ice attacks. The Monk is really mobile too, because while every class has a dodge roll, the Monk also has attacks that include movement, like Whirling Assault, that lets you perform a series of swiping attacks while you move forward. You can redirect your movement mid-attack, making it both a powerful offensive tool as well as a good way to reposition yourself. So pick the Monk if you want a very maneuverable melee character who can also dish out a ton of elemental damage. As I mentioned, each class also has 2 ascendancy classes during early access launch, which are specializations that need to be earned by completing ascension trials, which you can find throughout your adventure. For the Monk, you get the choice between the Invoker and the Acolyte. The Invoker is more elemental focused and includes the ability to trigger an avatar state to massively increase your elemental damage. The Acolyte gains access to a special resource called Darkness that your Monk can spend to either increase their damage or improve their defenses. But if you really want to dip your feet into the dark and occult, then the Witch is the class for you. She can shoot out a barrage of bone shards, curse enemies to make them weaker, and even spread negative status effects with the Contagion spell.
A question we get all the time is, how do you do culinary school online? And the way we do it is by focusing on technique. Taste and flavor is very subjective. Technique is not. What we also do is teach you how to taste your.
The main feature though is being able to summon a bunch of minions to help out in combat, so if you like summoner classes in these types of games, the Witch is perfect. Some spells, like Unearth, will summon temporary minions from enemy corpses, which are quick to summon but generally only strong in numbers. One cool synergy though is that if an enemy was affected by a status effect, their corpse will spawn a minion that also applies that debuff. But the real core of your army is made up of permanent minions, who automatically resummon themselves after dying, so you can focus on casting your other spells. These cost a special resource called Spirit, which basically functions like a budget that you can spend on powerful buffs or, in the Witch's case, permanent minions. While you have a variety of skeletal warriors you can summon, you also have a spell called Bind Spectre that allows you to capture the soul of an enemy and use it as a minion. Permanent minions also have a command skill, like being able to detonate other minions who are at low health, so they basically double as extra skills too. The Witch also has access to one of the coolest Ascendancy classes in the game, the Infernalist. This allows you to summon a Hellhound that burns nearby enemies, but you can also transform into a literal demon yourself, which increases damage taken but also massively improves the Witch's damage and cast speed. And you can also choose to become a Blood Mage, spending health as well as mana for every spell cast, but each enemy killed drops life fragments that allow you to heal yourself back up. And by the way, if you enjoyed the video so far, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. So you can already see how different these classes are, but the most unique one, and the one I'm personally most excited to try, is the Mercenary. This crossbow wielding class overwhelms their enemies with a variety of gadgets, firing modes and ammunition types. You can find crossbows that fire heavy single target bolts like a sniper, a rapid fire like a machine gun, or even shoot a close ranged blast like a shotgun. These various firing modes can all be enhanced with elemental ammunition like frost or incendiary that can add some really cool effects. Rapid fire frost bolts leave ice crystals on the ground that slow enemies that walk over them. Incendiary shots can ignite gas clouds from grenades, and you can set up an ice ball with a frost sniper bolt, then switch to piercing ammo to blow up the ice and deal massive damage. So as you can see, the Mercenary really rewards tactical play and good positioning. Crossbows can even be modified with a variety of attachments like launchers that shoot explosive grenades or flashbangs. The Mercenary also has two really interesting Ascendancy classes, the Witch Hunter and the Gemling Legionnaire. The Witch Hunter increases your defense against magic attacks, but it also gives every enemy a 10% chance to blow up on death, double that if they're a demon or undead, to stick with the class's theme. And while it's a bit more complicated, I expect the Gemling Legionnaire to have a ton of potential. It basically allows you to equip more active skills and more support gems to modify those skills, while also giving you buffs for each of those gems you have slotted. Now maybe you're looking for something a bit more traditional, and if that's the case, look no further than the Warrior. These bulky melee fighters have a ton of AoE slam attacks to deal with groups of enemies, but they can also play more defensively by equipping a shield in their offhand. These are more than just a cosmetic and a stat, by the way, as you can raise your shield at any time to block all frontal incoming damage, and this also applies to shield skills like a forward charge. As you'd expect, there's a ton of synergy between warrior skills, like you can create a magma fissure and then erupt it with a shockwave from another attack. You also have a variety of war cries, like one that buffs the next slam attack with an extra aftershock, or one that marks nearby enemies, which means they'll blow up on death. And if you really want to go all out, you might want to have a look at the passive skill tree and pick up the Giant's Blood passive. This allows you to wield two-handed weapons in one hand, so you can use a two-handed weapon and a shield, or dual wield two-handed weapons. It also doubles the stat requirements of every weapon though, so there is a trade-off. But yeah, the Warrior is the class to pick if you want to be upfront, slam down hordes of enemies, and be really tanky. The two Ascendancy classes are the Warbringer and the Titan. Warbringers allow you to summon ancestral spirits to help you in battle, or encase your body in jade to tank incoming damage. The Titan is a full-on bruiser, giving every slam attack a chance to trigger an aftershock, increasing the stun damage of your attacks and increasing your damage against stunned enemies. Now let's look at a class with a bit more finesse, which is the Ranger. Like the Mercenary, it's a ranged class, this time using a regular bow, and it trades raw firepower for more maneuverability, as the Ranger can fire any basic arrow attack while moving. You also have a wide array of elemental attacks, including shock arrows that can bounce between enemies or can be stuck into the ground like a mine and explode when another shock arrow bounces off of them. Ice is of course useful for slowing enemies down and getting yourself out of danger, like Frost Escape, which includes a large leap backwards. And as a Ranger, you also get to invest in poison damage and get a little help from Mother Nature. You can place special plants that latch onto nearby enemies, slowing them down and also spreading any poison stacks you apply to the plant to linked enemies. You also have attacks that require some thinking or skill, like Snipe, which is a shot that needs to be drawn and released, but if you hit the perfect timing on the release, you'll deal a guaranteed critical hit. If you want to focus on the sharpshooting aspect of the class even more, then the Deadeye Ascension is the way to go. It adds an extra projectile to any of your skills, increases movement speed while hitting enemies, and it makes sure your arrows never miss, meaning investing in the accuracy stat is no longer required.
Ever wonder how constitutional carry affects your right to carry and your right to self-defense? We're hosting a
For a more unique twist to the class, you can pick the Pathfinder Ascension. Next to being able to spread poison between enemies, the Pathfinder also has access to a variety of dangerous concoctions that they can throw at enemies. Beware though, these concoctions take charges from your healing and mana flasks, so you need to pay close attention to your resources when playing this class. And finally, the 6th available class in early access is the Sorceress, an elemental mage that has access to a wide variety of frost, shock and fire spells. These elements can enhance each other as well, like a firewall enhancing any lightning bolts that pass through it with extra damage, or you can go completely all out with Mana Tempest. This creates an area which drains your mana but also empowers all spells cast while inside the zone. The Sorceress also has access to powerful trigger gems which allow you to cast certain spells for free after a certain trigger. So for example, you can use the Shock Trigger gem to drop the powerful Comet spell for free after shocking a certain number of enemies. Now the Sorceress is not the strongest defensive class, and while spells like Ice Nova can help you get out of danger, you need to take survivability into account by equipping Arctic Armor, for example. Like the Witch's permanent summons, Arctic Armor is a buff that takes up Spirit, which means that the effect stays active as long as you have it equipped. It forms these icy shards around the Sorceress when she stands still, which then freeze enemies that attack her. Also good to note is that the Sorceress's weapons, like staffs, come with a free spell, so you can keep casting even if you run out of mana. Sometimes this spell is a simple fireball projectile, but other times it can be a more supportive ability like Unleash, which triple casts your next spell. And if you want to lean even more into elemental mastery, then the Stormweaver Ascendancy class has everything you need, from summoning elemental storms on a crit to converting other damage types to shock damage. If you want a specialization that helps with surviving, then the Chronomancer will allow you to stop time, jump yourself back in time and reset your health and mana, and even reset all your current cooldowns with Time Snap. Thanks again to Path of Exile 2 for sponsoring the video. Remember to check out the game on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S via the special link in the video description. Let me know what class you'll be playing in the comments, subscribe to not miss the next video, and leave a like if you enjoyed this one. If you want, you can watch another video of ours by clicking on the screen, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!
See what else is there.
This was me, struggling to keep up with posting consistently on YouTube and getting less views than normal, until I found Spotter Studio.
Path of Exile 2's early access starts tomorrow, and the floodgates will open on a whole realm of possibilities. With 6 classes to choose from, it can be hard to decide which class is right for you. So in this video today, I'm going to cover all of the information of each class on a high level to help you decide which one to play on Friday. If you're a veteran of Path of Exile and you've been watching tons of content up to this point, you will find nothing new in this video. I want to be respectful of your time and be transparent up front. Before we get started, let me just say that there is no best class right now, and no one really knows how any of these classes will truly play. This is early access, and everything is going to drastically shift throughout the year or so of this process, with 6 more classes coming by the time we hit launch. This video will not tell you.
You know, it's a little unfair though to say that there isn't a best class. Obviously, ranged always has an advantage kind of early on. What's going on with my camera there? What are you doing? Let's see. Video capture. Configure video. Yeah. Wow. That was weird. Anywho, some of this is disingenuous because Range always seems to do better at the start.
The best or the worst. I'll simply be explaining the classes so you can play what you like the most. Fuck off what the internet says and enjoy the game however you want.
Wow.
Maybe you don't enjoy your first class and then you pivot to another one once you learn the mechanics. That's fine. Just take it at your own pace. If you're new to ARPGs or this game as a whole, you'll have more than enough chances to play everything multiple times over. You can go ahead and navigate to any part of this video that interests you the most using the chapters in both the timeline and the description. And if this video ended up helping you, please don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe, as that does help me out in a huge way. Lastly, I'll be streaming this game on my Twitch, where I'll be giving away my extra early access keys, as well as plenty of other stuff on launch on Friday. You can find a link to that below. Let's get started here on which class is right for you in Path of Exile 2. So as we jump into this, let's start off with the best way to actually build out a character. And it just follow 3 cardinal rules. The first one is you're going to select your ascendancy first. Every single class in early access has 2 ascendancies. In launch, they will have 3. So when the game fully launches, you'll have 12 total classes to choose from with 3 ascendancies per class. Ascendancy is really the only thing that matters when it comes to selecting your class, because outside of that, the only thing that's different is where your class will start on the passive skill tree. Everyone uses the same passive skill tree, only specific classes have access to specific ascendancies, which then drastically change the way you play the game. If you're coming from like a Baldur's Gate, think of an ascendancy as a subclass, more or less. You're going to be playing this class however you want, but the ascendancy adds a specific flair in a certain direction for certain abilities. Take the Pathfinder, for example, for the Ranger. This makes it so you can take advantage of concoctions and do a lot of poison damage, give you a lot more movement speed, or maybe, you know, the Gemling Legionnaire for the Mercenary. Now you're going to have a whole bunch of benefits towards skills. Whatever those ascendancies are, focus on that first. You'll choose that and go, okay, that ascendancy looks really cool. I like the Infernalist. Okay, that means I have to make a Witch first. Then you're going to decide your weapon sets and skills. Now, you don't need to actually choose which skills you want. What I mean more is, you know what? I want to be a character that uses a mace. I want to be a character that uses a crossbow, a spear, a bow and arrow. Focus yourself around the weapon set, because that's going to be agnostic to the class you select, because you will choose weapon specialization gems that allow you to choose whatever skill and sets you want. But choose those things for yourself as a decision to, like, hey, you know what? I want to be a witch, again, that uses bow and arrows and whatever it is. Just choose those things for yourself. And then lastly, one thing you should focus on is a defense or damage mitigation of whatever type you want. Maybe it's evasion, maybe it's dodging out of the damage, maybe it's using energy shields, maybe it's using a shield itself, like an actual physical shield in the warrior. Whatever it is, you want to make sure you have one of these online. Every time you progress through one act, you will you will get a 10% penalty to your resistance. So having some sort of actual damage mitigation button.
Cantera Negra tequila is named after black volcanic rock, which enriches our soil and agave, awakening a
or focus in your character is absolutely crucial. This isn't just simply a Path of Exile thing, even though it is a big Path of Exile focus. It's something that you use even when you're playing Diablo. It's typically you want to have one strong movement and or defensive skill on your bar. The same thing is present here in Path of Exile 2. So with those 3 rules in mind, let's now break apart each class to help you decide which one to play. And we will start with the one class I am going to play, and it is Warrior. I'm focusing on this because I want to try to make a Death Knight build, but we'll see if that's actually possible. And Warrior is a melee character that's going to be using slower, heavier hitting attacks compared to, say, a Monk, which is much faster, but slower, heavier hitting attacks that build up stun while also summoning up totems to provide additional status effects. The Warrior is really, I guess those are typically called action RPGs, but any kind of Souls-like game.
Viki is currently power napping. I will not be leveling without her. She said, do your intro, watch your clips, wake me up when you're done.
I guess.
Dead. Wow.
We good?
Why? The thing is, I just approved of Cam Soda getting a race transfer too after this. So that's why it's standing out to me. I remember I was having to like figure out what I think they rolled. I approved of them doing a race transfer. I don't know what race. I remember saying they couldn't go troll or undead because those races are too strong right now. So I think they sent them to orc. Yeah.
Wait, can I hear that goblin?
Oh, they were Tauren. Yeah. He just had no clue. Shift W for Mark. But it looked like he really planned it. Like he sat there, he paused for a second. He's sitting here. I mean, I don't think he wasn't obviously killing himself to get a race change. Just like, what? I'm not saying that or any crazy conspiracies, but like, what was he? He said later, not misclick, not he's just dumb. He explains more. I'm curious.
You apply to this amazing job. You wait for a response and nothing. Enhansive can...
He didn't think he could attack it. So how long did he stream? Yeah, he's not even tired. 2 hours. Maybe he was like testing, but it's like you can't test this stuff here, man. What do you gain? What do you gain with this newfound information? By the way. Oh wow, you can Hunter's Mark a Flight Master.
What?
What? Oh, no.
What the? Dude, that's in our group,
Yeah,
bro.
I might have just trolled really hard, dude.
Oh. What happened?
Damn.
I might have just Hunter's Mark the flight path guy in Booty Bay.
Oh no! Oh my god, bro.
Oh, and so they'll just automatically kill you after that?
Yeah, all the guards, yeah.
Was it a misclick?
No, I'm just to be honest. I was like, I could probably do this, and then what's gonna happen,
So you were just f***ing around.
Okay.
It wasn't even a misclick?
No.
All right. That didn't seem like a misclick.
I'm so sorry.
All right, fair enough. He's that's all right. That's a-okay. He's honest. I mean, the thing is, he was. I shouldn't lead people to believe he killed himself to get a race change. He died, and I think he made a Tarn Hunter, and then someone asked me on his behalf if he could race change, and I said sure afterwards. I think it was Mendo who asked for him. Unlucky. Moonfair? Yeah, I saw this with Moonfair too.
I don't want to play.
Thing is, a lot of people don't know this. Moonfair is probably the first ever Feral Druid to get rank 1 in the game ever, period. Back in actual Wrath of the Lich King, he got Season 7 rank 1. And I saw that. I wasn't even a gladiator, and I thought it was the coolest thing. So, Moonfair's awesome. Then he decided to become a HOTS pro, and everything went downhill since then. But regardless, he's like,
Hotel Wi-Fi, man, that shit.
Very OG feral druid.
Don't fear me into another thing, man. That's trying to kill me.
You don't want to fuck with the orange Devilsaur as a feral. That's a mistake. Nice. Travel form? Innervate early. Or Mana Pot. Uh-oh.
I shouldn't even be gone for 24 hours.
I'm a health pot if I need it. Unless I actually might have just died, unironically.
What? Oh my god, no. What do you mean? What happened?
Oh my
Izu,
god.
no
dude.
Innervate. Okay, no
I need
Innervate.
help right now. Holy
Running.
Oh my god. Innervate, hit all your buttons. I just
That's why
thought.
the frames are
holy
dropping
shit.
because I was downloading so much.
Yeah. No Nature's Grasp. He used it on the non-elite. Damn. One, maybe Fear and Bandage.
This was a bad idea.
Yeah, Fear, Bandage. Oh,
Bad idea.
a lot of totems. That's a health pot.
There's way too many earth grabs.
Yeah, and you don't have any way to kill him. Hamstring him, maybe? But, no, you just gotta kill him. You need grenades.
I'm
You're
dead.
dead. You're dead. You're fucked.
I'm actually dead.
Why didn't you pop Retail?
Oh boy.
Could have lived. I just now noticed how long he took to hit the quit button, and he saved his 5 seconds of knowing the best gunner.
Can you circle of healing? Circle of healing?
What's wrong? Stone Talon Mountains.
Oh, here we go.
Bro, you gonna die to a Pride Wing? Oh. I mean, you're fine. But if he kills the small fucker, oh, now you're not fine. Oh, you're definitely not fine. Dead.
Alright, we don't care about that anymore. Here we go. Oh, boy. Immersion. Brink. Bum, 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 ba-da, ba-da, bum, bum. We'll make it extra tiny. It's bad having a good about this game for a long time.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
Talking to you, I'm Super Boy.
Who the? Oh, what's up, man? Oh shit! Oh my fucking god! Woohoo!
I'm logging in now.
You're logging in. I'm doing a little update. It's unpack. It's unpacking. Oh, here we go. Wahoo!
Well, hey, the initials to get this out gives you Chimera Pet.
I don't know what that is. How do I give this up to you, wretched beast?
You just go to the stream and you click this out, and then you get to see that.
Are you on twitch.tv/feedstitan?
Yeah.
Z.
No. It's YMG Kitty now.
YMGKENNY?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm not even gonna say what came to my mind. Sorry, unless you've got a time machine, that content is unavailable. Alright, let me log in here
Log in. Oh yeah, we still have 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Oh.
Wait, don't. You got 2 minutes before you can do it.
One second. 1, 5, 6, 2, 7, 6. Okay.
Cool. You got 2 minutes before it goes live. 2 minutes before it goes live.
All right. What is this? It's YMG Kenny.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 viewers. Dude, that's 100% more viewers than you did a couple minutes ago before I said it.
So you know, I left the timer running all night streaming, and I had like fucking 10 viewers just to the timer screen.
Dude, you're peaking.
But when I go live, no one wants to watch me.
Yeah, they would rather watch a fucking empty dead screen. It's probably bots, dude.
Maybe, I don't know.
You got bots. You got a bot problem.
I wish I had bots. Then it looked like I had more than fucking 2 viewers. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, log in.
Your game is ready to play.
We're cracking the back, we're cracking the shoulders.
Dude, I'm cracking my dick right, man. I'm ready to go.
Dick cracking all go. Contact and server.
Detected out-of-date GPU driver.
Yeah, I'm still playing anyways. I'm not updating my GPU.
I don't even know what that means.
Wait, log in.
Oh, we're doing it, boys! Woohoo! Dude, this is like such a long time coming, man. Wait, GPU driver, where do you get that from? It's NVIDIA, right?
Yeah.
Agree, continue. It's downloading. It's downloading, mate.
It's not logging into the server.
Because there's 500 billion people trying to play right now.
There's at least 1 million.
At least 1 million. Great Odin's Raven. Drivers. Download. I'm getting the new for my RTX 4070, baby. Wahoo!
Woohoo! Go. Why won't it let me in? Why won't it let me in? Why won't it let me in?
Alright. Express installation, yes, because I'm an expressive man. I enjoy expressions. Dude, I have drank so much coffee this morning, I may die. Does yours just say downloading?
No, it's just contacting server.
Ah. So he's the deal, Mike, because this is a New Zealand guy, and we have to actually talk in a New Zealand accent.
But why?
Buddy, while logging in, connecting to login server, an unexpected disconnection. I don't think we can actually play. I'm gonna exit and retry it. I'm gonna download this new game driver and see if that does anything spectacular and magnanimous. Oh. All of a sudden.
Schultz, gifted one to yourself, brother.
Hey, look, Black Cat QA. Good job. Wait a minute. Oh.
Are you in?
Oh. Everybody calm down. God, I have so many people on my Steam's friend list. Path of Exile 2, Path of Exile 2, Path of Exile 2, Path of Exile 2. An unexpected this connection error, you having this issue as well? Let me try Texas.
No, it's not even getting into the...
Here we go. Contacting serve. Well, you know.
Contacting server.
Oh, baby. There's got to be, like, half the population of the fucking planet is trying to play this game right now.
Brother.
Brother.
Boom, 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 boom.
Gibbity Toilet. Ohio Rizzler.
Now time to go check out and see who else is streaming that's actually in playing the characters.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Hopefully
Yeah.
it's nobody.
Nope. Wow, everybody is playing. Except for Master Lodi. He's playing Throne and Liberty.
That's his gig.
Wow. So we got Zaru is playing. Wow. But he's got 7,500 viewers. He's doing well for himself. Ziz has 56,000. Mathil's got 16. Asmongold, who's not even a hardcore pather, has got 110. Quinn, my second favorite streamer. That dude is just hilarious.
Yeah, I think he's funny. Okay, I'm gonna restart the game to see if
He's
that'll
just a goober. Yeah.
play. It says I played 9 minutes. It's a lie.
That's a wretched, filthy lie. You know what it is? They're probably just gating how many people can go through, so they're just randomly taking people. They said they were ready for it, that it was gonna be like they were gonna let people in waves, right?
I mean, that's smart.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I was first.
Yeah, no, that's what everybody. It's everybody.
I was first. Let me in.
Maybe it's based off how much MTX you bought.
Well, I would still have a healthy amount when I bought
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I know, seriously. Definitely over $800 for the first one. Actually, I bet it's more than that because I've bought MTX in every expansion pretty well, every league, except for like the last year and a half.
Well, it's going to find last year.
Yeah.
You can support the finishing changes.
Yeah, Washington. I could do Frankfurt, Australia.
Let me
Let me in. I'll be right back. I'm gonna check others. Nope, nobody can get in.
Nobody? Dude,